Good morning, Aries. Welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Oh, I could say good afternoon or good evening as well, okay? But the sun is shining, Bella's looking out the window. I'm going to push out a read for you, Aries, because you, as well as Aquarius and Taurus, were the top 3 videos of my bi-weeklies in love. So I'm going to do a weekly for you here, and we're going to do an update, especially with the new intentions of the Aquarius new moon today, which I'm doing this read on the 21st. So if you get this on the 21st, all the better, okay? Or even surrounding that, you can actually start placing your intentions regarding love. So let's take a look at what's coming out for Aries. I'll start with you and then I'll move to the other person. Feel free to reverse sides as you see fit, okay? Let's take a look. What's going on for Aries? What do we get? Ooh, look at you guys, look at the sun cards bursting through, right? So you are having some major breakthrough. I knew I was excited to do your read here. All right, guys, I hope you're doing really well, and I hope that the first half of January has been going well for you here, but let's take a look at your love life in the second half here. All right, let's take a look what's going on. Give me 3 more. 1, 2, and 1 more. What do we've got here? 1, 2, 3 major arcana, 4 major arcana, 5 major arcana. Okay. Wow. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 major arcana. Wow, guys, out of the 10, we've got 6. It's pivotal. It's strong. All right. This is great. I think that's why I'm kind of wearing my power shirt, okay? Because it tells me, oh, and looking at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hierophant. I love this card because it really tells me in terms of your underlying energy, it's all about elevation and getting the keys to life. And there's something that you're doing, Aries, in terms of getting more knowledge, whatever the case may be. I feel that you're being crowned with the keys of life. Now, you could either be a spiritual teacher, you could teach others, you could be going to school and learning from others, you could be, something of the sort, some sort of spiritual leader in some way or healer of some sort, but this is what I'm getting. It's actually honing in on your values and beliefs. And it's focusing in on relationships and connections that are actually the types of connections that you want to see and want to have near you in your life. So that's what I feel that's coming out. There's been some major breakthrough that's come through for you with the Sun card. You broke through something of which that have held you back. Now, again, this could be past conditioning. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. So I do get past conditioning and breaking through out of something. We all know that in terms of relationships, the best relationship you have is with yourself. And it's something that I always say that it starts with you, right? So I feel that there is something, some sort of acknowledgement that you've made, and it actually is going to affect your judgment in a connection or in a relationship or just in your love life, even overall, if you're not connected. That this could very much well be the case. And when I work on the other side, it's going to be maybe someone that's coming towards you, someone you currently have in your life, or someone that you're connected to. But what I get right now, you're making a judgment in terms of some sort of breakthrough based on knowledge that you've elevated from, is what I'm getting. All right. Let's take a look at anything else about this judgment card. Let's give us a card on that and see what comes through. 2 of Stars. You know what? This is about balancing things out. Balancing things out, having the adaptability and the flexibility in a connection, and through compromise and then making a decision from that point. All right, let's take a look at anything further. What wants to come out as it pertains to, now this is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy. So let's take a look. Anything else about the 2 of Stars? What do we get? Yeah, before you take steps and move forward. All right. So that's what this is talking about. Before you take steps and moving forward, you're going to take a look at being, maybe there's been a current obstacle or struggle within your love life. And what you're doing is before you move forward, you're going to be flexible, adaptable, look at things from different different sides of a situation before making a change and moving through. So a lot of you are kind of going within first, all right? Let's take a look at anything else that might want to shine through. Let's take a look. What cards do I want to use for this? What I wanted to use, what did I use previously in the other spreads? What did I use? I think I'll use another tarot deck because if I want repeated messages to come out, they will. Anything more in terms of where Aries is at right now regarding love? Yeah, this is about making progress. You're looking and visualizing and having strength by holding the wand on what your world looks like and how you want to move forward in it. With that little bus at the bottom there, how does Aries want to move forward in love life, and what do you see in your love life? If you had to create that vision and put that vision into this huge movie screen in front of you, what would that look like for you? All right, so it's asking you to do that, especially before you put your intentions out. For those of you that are putting your intentions out in the new moon in Aquarius today, the 21st of January. So, but that's what I'm getting. Anything else in love that it wants to remind you of? Anything else? Yeah, looking past the rose colored glasses. So if there had been illusions in the past, you're breaking out of them, okay? You're breaking out of them. And the illusions, a lot of you could have been feeling empty or feeling heartbroken or just seeing something differently than what it really was. So you're taking off the rose colored glasses, and if there has been unkept promises or illusions, you're seeing the real deal right now, is what I'm getting. So I like this about you, guys. I really, really do. Before I move any further, I am going to pull a card on what Spirit wants you to know for the rest of the read. So we're just going to stop for a moment because I want to find out what Spirit wants you to know overall regarding your love life. And I'm going to put that aside. I was going to do it at the beginning of the read, but I'm going to do it right now because I forgot. So let me go ahead and see what wants to come up for Aries regarding their love life. What does Aries need to know most? What wants to come out? What do we get? Ooh, you're in this world, not of this world. And what I like about this card is it is a 34 card. And the 34 card talks about like seventh house. That is house of partnerships, all right? So I feel that this is really kind of... this is like you're swimming. It's like you're swimming within your emotions here, and I think that you're taking a deep dive, into this. I think that there is an opportunity here, a big opportunity, in fact. Interesting. I kind of feel that this is a message, like it's like let yourself be helped. So if you have a situation that you need to work through, this is like assistance is coming your way and saying, yes. This is an opportunity that I don't know. It's kind of like having unconditional love, okay, in some way. But I think that there is, yeah, and it's also that sometimes too is that you've outgrown something. You've busted through something that you've outgrown. That could be a relationship. Maybe you've outgrown a relationship, in the process of being involved in it, right? And so this is saying that having faith in the process, you might be shedding something, an old identity, a status symbol, a car. I don't know, guys, a home, maybe a socially admired relationship. But this is basically saying those old forms were like too constricting for you. And now you're making a change and you're releasing yourself from the constriction of something. So, let's keep that in mind. And it's a 34 card, like I said, guys, house of partnership. So it might have to do with a partnership or a love connection. Now, the next card I get on what you need to focus in on is the Three of Wands. So the threes are all about preparation, moving forward. This is about communication that you're going to either give or I kind of get that there's some sort of preparation of communication you want to give to a person, or maybe it's, to yourself. But I do feel that there is some sort of communication that you want to give someone. Maybe, again, that you're breaking free of an old way of being, and things are kind of shedding from you, okay? So it's kind of like, it's like, I don't know, it's like you don't need any other, you don't need to, what's the word that I'm looking for? You don't have to hide behind, something that's perfectly organized or in control to feel stable. Or put on your socially acceptable face. Just be Aries, be you, and unapologetically is what I'm getting. Okay, something was too constricting for your spirit, and it's time for you to maybe communicate that in some way. All right, let's take a look. What else do I get? Yeah, it might have to do with emotional heartbreak within a connection. Maybe that you were emotionally heartbroken, but then you realize when you really step back and look at it, hey, this was too restricting for me anyway. Why did I want to be in it? And a lot of times we get tangled in relationships, again, based on past conditioning. And I feel that that is coming up for some of you, okay? So let's take a look at anything further. And then I get the high priestess, like intuitively knowing, yeah, the communication that led to heartbreak could have been the communication that you were telling yourself. For some of you, that is the case. Note your comments below, guys. Let me know. That's what I'm feeling. And maybe that was just, again, a socially, saying, hey, this is socially acceptable. I should kind of move towards this. And you're thinking, hey, wait a minute, is this what I really want? So you are focusing in on that, using your intuition regarding a heartbreak, and then having foresight of how you want to move forward, Aries. Whether it's with someone that you're currently with, into love, into dating, or just on your own, okay? And focusing on your creative endeavors, all right? Let's take a look. Yeah, truths are unraveling. Like you can't not get, you just know this communication is kind of download kind of from source, all right? And you're knowing this. Yeah, you're reflecting, evaluating on, your thoughts, your actions, and you're maybe realizing why the other person was ignoring or you were ignoring someone. You just are realizing that, hey, this is not kind of the type of relationship that I want, okay? Now, what I get you springboarding into this read from is sowing the seeds of the tapestry of the life that you do want. And this is the 8 of stars. So it's about changing, but it's also doing studying, getting engaged into something and focusing on your creative endeavors. You're really kind of, just like that song, sowing the seeds of love of what you want to see. And you're creating a tapestry of a life that you want to create in love and in your life. What you need to focus in on in your strength position is getting the rest and recuperation to balance you and to get the stability in the mind. Swords are about reasoning. So I feel that you are focusing in on getting the rest, recuperating to get your stability once again, Aries. So a lot of you are doing that right now. Anything else, and that's in your strength position. And it's so crazy, guys, because I have been taking numerous classes, and especially in the psychology of the mind and the brain, and it is so important to take that moment of reflection before responding. Hence, you might react by default based on past conditioning. So I feel that a lot of you could be doing that at this time. And I coach a lot on this, guys, too. So if you're interested, click the link in the description box below, a discovery session with me. And I do have a couple programs, so we can see if which one might be, or if any might suit you. But then I do get the 7 of Wands, persevering and not giving up. Again, 7th house has to do with one-on-one connections, partnerships, and any conflicts surrounding that. Anything else that wants to come through? The Moon card, nice, like Pisces energy. So you could be focusing on the phases of the moon. Like some things might be hidden subconsciously rather than consciously. So hence being hidden, you could be doing some shadow work as you persevere, get the rest that you need through this process. Anything else in your strength position for Aries? What do we got? Yep, there you are. You're the queen, you're the boss, and you are focusing on, being strong. Your independence, it brings strength to you, okay? There you are, Aries. I love it. And what else? You're harvesting. You're focusing on something coming to fruition. It's harvesting, all right? Give me another card that might want to come through. I want to use a different deck, and here they are. Okay. Anything else in your strength position for Aries from the love cards here? Observation. You're observing the situation and you're just kind of coming up with some sort of assessment of the situation, all right? Now, the next card that I get is the Hermit energy, which is Virgo energy. So this is, perhaps getting outside, connecting. Again, more another major arcana, and this is really focusing in on the introspection. You are in a transmuting time, a transformative time relating to your life inside and your love and connections and how that's affected those, connections on the outside. There's been a lot of deep introspection here with the Hermit energy, all right? And what else do I get coming through here? Something having to do with past anxiety that's coming to fruition. So It's coming to fruition. You're introspecting. You're going through introspection on why the anxiety here. Why? And then I do get the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with someone of that's been giving you some sort of anxiety, or just kind of sparking that within you, as a some sort of, again, reaction from conditioning of some sorts. But the King of Swords is coming through here. There's anxiety. Anything more in the near future? What do we get? Someone was ill prepared for an unexpected attack. Maybe someone kind of, maybe you met someone and it just kind of went fast, and it just kind of like, wow, it just kept moving forward. And then I get interference, external influence, or perhaps even other parties have caused distractions in this connection, and that's hence why it's caused anxiety. And then you have to ask yourself, well, hey, why am I in this, right? Why am I in this? Or why do I continue to stay in this, right? So just probing with these, questions, and that particular, area might help you a little bit. What else do I get? Yep, repeated patterns and cycles, guys. I just felt that coming in your read. I feel that this is something that happened, and you're breaking free from it. You're so carefully observing to get those intricacies that allowed a trigger for you to move in a certain way, that you're doing this deep observation of any sort of repeated cycle and the interference, right? And now you're understanding how you move in this and how you want to create change in this by, again, not following status quo, but being you and breaking free out of something that tied you down. Now, I am going to pull a card. This card here that came out, the full moon came out in your suggested approach. And I think something's being, the full moon is shining light on something, okay? And I just feel that there is an opportunity here. It's like, I don't know, it's like, I feel that there is an opportunity for you to see something, or something's going to become, just going to become illuminated, okay? That's what I feel, because I feel that there is an opportunity for something to shine through. Okay, something's going to shine through. Let me look another card. Give me another card on this. You see something even though it's hidden, and you've got the key to unlock what is hidden. Okay, it's right here. So your suggested approach is to dive into that, and then I get the Ace of Stars. Wow, a manifestation is coming to fruition. You see something that can unlock the manifestation and give you what you want. Whether it's understanding this and you're taking the keys and unlocking that and being able to move through this. And I feel that, didn't that come out, guys? Didn't we get, I'm just curious. I just want to see if I'm just curious what we've got here. Okay, all right. So anyway, I'll look at it later. I think that we got the Hierophant at the very beginning, and the keys to life, right? So I feel that you got the keys to this, to open and see what is being hidden, and then it's going to manifest. This is manifestation and prosperity, and the potential for that. You're unlocking something here, okay? I think that was the underlying energy that we got. And then the Eight of Moons, of knowing which way to go. A change to know which way to go. Travel, change, and movement. You're going to know which way to go, okay? And for some of you, it is going to be around the new moon, because at the bottom of the deck, we get the new moon, which is what I'm recording. The new moon in Aquarius is what I'm recording this video on today, right now. So you're going to unlock something. It could be today when you guys, when you get this video, okay? For those of you, it's kind of like when you get it, but I think it's going to be around the new moon. Yeah, your growth, leveling up, and expanding. What you need to know is the Nine of Moons, Nine of Cups, being in satisfaction. That joy is here for you, all right? And then your hopes is some sort of completion. Your hopes and fears is maybe something come to a completion, but it's a successful completion. It's like an old cycle, all right? And then overall, justice is served. Libra energy is coming through here. So I do feel that you will be liberated with balance in your life and with a connection. Now, what about this other person that Aries is thinking of? What do we have? There's the Hierophant that I was talking about. And then, guys, forgive me. I'm so in tune to the read. I think we got this as your underlying energy as well, but it's coming out on their side. The keys to that of which is hidden. This person might be even giving you the keys of that of which is hidden. Okay, because it's showing up on their side in terms of where they're at as well. All right. So you're understanding it by connection with this person. Then I get the Seven of Swords, a betrayal or deception. And give me a card on the Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Seven of Moons. So a lot of sevens regarding partnership. And this is about, this person is getting rid of the deception of illusion in a connection. Very similar to what you're doing as well. Wow. That's what's happening. They got the Seven of Moons here. All right, anything else? They're focusing on self-love and taking care of themselves right now. And they are looking through the clouds, any sort of judgments or confusions of the situation. And this is about spending quality time together. All right. Give me another card on this clouded. What's clouded? Manipulation. Okay. So someone's skills. Sorry, guys, they're doing construction, I guess, even on Saturday. But in any event, there is a sense of manipulation. So someone was very clever and took advantage perhaps of another person. Now this could be you or this other person, but it's showing up on their side. And give me a card on this manipulation. What else do we get? They're transformed from that, okay? The universe is asking that you both be open to change, all right? And hence probably them wanting to schedule some quality time together, okay? Now they are maybe focusing on themselves right now. What is, in terms of them, what is it that they need to focus in on? What do we got? King of Moods, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They need to get control and authority over their emotions, okay? And what is their strength position? Ace of Wands. You know that cloudedness that was happening here? They're cutting through the clouds in their strength position, okay? This is their strength to cut through this. And I think that they want to spend some quality time with you is what I'm getting, okay? At the bottom of the deck, I've got the Magician energy. Could be doing with the Gemini. Anything else in terms of the strength position? Six of Wands, having victory and cutting through the clouds that cause manipulation of some sort. I think this person wants to come through and set up something and share something with you. When I say that, I get devil energy, something that they were, that held you or them back, and hence manipulations coming through. Capricorn energy, it's like seeing that. And then what else? The Wanderer, self-respect, this person is focused on being grounded regarding some sort of bondage that held them back. They are focused on being present in the moment, being conscious. They are integrating the self, their shadow self, with their current self during the new moon, and they're understanding their ways. Give me one more card for this. What do I get after the Wanderer? Okay. And I get the Knight of Wands, stepping up, passionately moving forward. This is an entrepreneur. This is some sort of visionary and having authority over the vision that they want, not of what they don't want. I almost feel that during this new moon, they're focused on their shadow side and their higher self. And they're seeing when, obviously we all have that within us and which one to use, right? At times, in understanding the consequences of either, okay? And anything else that wants to come through, let's take a look. What do we get? Yeah, before they lock themselves out, but now they want to invest in something that is practical and wise, in terms of a connection. And they were going through a spiritual cleanse. So now that they're there and you're getting balanced, things are ripening up here. They're kind of like moving forward in a direction. They want a makeover, okay, is what I'm getting. So we'll find out what their next steps are, what they want most, what they haven't told you, and the timing around their next steps and how they feel about you. We'll find out how you feel about them, what you hope the next steps to be, what you want most, what you haven't told them, and then, of course, potential outcome with Oracle advice. So if you want to dive deep, guys, click the link in the description box below. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, and shares, and I look forward to guys to see you next time. Namaste.